I know the feeling of urgency. When you're over 50 and your brain feels like it's trapped in a permanent cloud, you want a solution now. You've heard that apple cider vinegar is a miracle for weight loss, metabolism, and even mental clarity. You might have already started a morning ritual, hoping it will be the key to unlocking your focus. But here's the truth that most wellness influencers won't tell you. After 20 years of working with natural remedies and 5 years of living in absolute clarity, I've seen that apple cider vinegar is a double-edged sword. If you use it correctly, it's a powerful ally for your sanctuary. But if you make even one of these 5 vital mistakes, you aren't just wasting your money. You are likely making your brain fog worse. Today, I'm showing you exactly why your ACV ritual might be sabotaging your mind, the science of the blood sugar roller coaster, and the 5-year proven routine I use to keep my brain sharp and my gut protected. To use apple cider vinegar as a tool for mastery, we first have to understand how it talks to our biology. The active ingredient, acetic acid, is what helps our bodies manage insulin. For us women over 50, this is critical. As our estrogen levels decline, our brains become far more sensitive to blood sugar spikes and crashes. When your blood sugar spikes, you might feel a temporary burst of energy. But the crash that follows is what creates that cotton wool brain feeling, where you can't remember a simple name or focus on a single task. Apple cider vinegar should flatten that curve. However, as we age, our digestive environment changes. Our stomach acid levels naturally begin to drop. If we introduce a potent acid like apple cider vinegar without understanding the how and the when, we create internal stress. And as I always say, a stressed gut is a foggy brain. So let's look at the mistakes that are keeping you in the haze. Mistake number 1, the straight shot trap. I often see people taking a concentrated shot of apple cider vinegar, which is a vital mistake. This is the fastest way to irritate your esophagus and trigger an inflammatory response. Inflammation is the primary driver of brain fog. By shocking your system with undiluted acid, you are signaling danger to your nervous system. I always use a minimum of 8 ounces of water for every tablespoon. It's about gentle infusion, not a chemical shock. Mistake number 2, the dead vinegar choice. If your apple cider vinegar is clear and pretty, it's probably useless for your brain. Most commercial vinegars are filtered and pasteurized, which kills the mother, that cloudy sediment at the bottom. The mother contains the probiotics and enzymes that support your gut-brain axis. Without it, you're just drinking acidic water. I only use raw, organic, unfiltered ACV. If it doesn't look alive, it won't help you feel alive. Mistake number 3, the timing sabotage. When do you drink it? If you take it immediately after a heavy meal or right before bed, you are inviting acid reflux. Even silent reflux can disrupt your deep sleep cycles. If you don't reach REM sleep, your brain cannot clear out the metabolic waste from the day before, leading to heavy morning brain fog. My rule is simple: 20 minutes before a meal and never within 2 hours of sleep. Mistake number 4, the overdose fallacy. More is not better. High doses of apple cider vinegar over time can lead to low potassium levels. Potassium is an essential mineral for nerve signaling. When your potassium is low, your thinking becomes slow and your muscles feel weak. I never exceed 2 tablespoons a day. In my weekly planning, I often cycle my ACV use, just like I do with my Greek mountain tea, to keep my body's response fresh and effective. Mistake number 5, the empty buffer. Taking ACV on a completely empty stomach, when you have a history of gastritis or sensitive digestion, is a recipe for disaster. While some thrive on it, many women over 50 find it too aggressive. If you feel a burn, your brain will register that as pain, diverting energy away from your prefrontal cortex, your center for focus. I've learned to buffer my apple cider vinegar with a ritual that protects my stomach lining while boosting my mind. Let me show you my 5-year proven recipe for clarity. This is the cornerstone of my morning routine on the days I use ACV. 1. The base. 10 ounces of room temperature water. Never ice cold. 2. The master. 1 tablespoon of raw ACV with the mother. 3. The secret weapon. A pinch of Ceylon cinnamon, which, as we discussed in my spice video, stabilizes blood sugar even further. 4. The buffer. I sip this slowly through a straw to protect my enamel, about 20 minutes before my protein-rich breakfast. This sequence ensures my insulin stays stable, my gut stays calm, and my brain has a steady stream of fuel throughout the morning. It's not a hack. It's a disciplined part of my weekly planning. Apple cider vinegar is a wonderful tool, but remember, no remedy can work at its full potential if your environment is working against you. If you are drinking your ACV while surrounded by invisible stressors, like the blue light and digital noise we discuss in my guides, you are only solving half the puzzle. True mental mastery requires both an internal ritual and an external sanctuary. If you haven't yet cleared your home of the 8 objects that trigger headaches and fog, start there. You can download my free guide in the link below. And for those of you who want the exact pen and paper system I use to track my ACV cycles and my daily focus, my Mind Over Age planners are ready for you in the shop. Thank you for being here in my calm corner. Be kind to your mind, be well, and I'll see you in the next video.